Okay, so today's lesson number 10, Information Communication Technology, the new direction of progress. Students, last week we studied about the various devices used in information communication technology. Then we continued with how does a computer work? Which are the important components of a computer like memory? Studied about RAM, ROM, read-only memory, and random access memory. Then we studied what is operating system, what is a program, and what is data and information. Now today's topic is how to use Microsoft Word to create a document and write equations. Okay. Now the steps are given in the screen. First of all, what we have to do? We have to click on the icon on the desktop. There's an icon in the desktop. You all might be knowing what it is written as Microsoft Word, W. Okay, capital letter. So that icon is there in the desktop. Whenever you will open the computer, you can see that icon. So what you have to do, click on that. Okay, then select the new option in the file tab. There's a tab called file. In that you have to click and select what? New option. And then select the blank document option. Okay. Step number 3, type your material on the blank page on the screen. Immediately what you will see, a blank document is there. So you can start typing. Whatever you are typing, that you can check in the screen. You can type your name. Okay. Type whatever you want. You can type using what? Using the keyboard. The keyboard, there are alphabets, numbers, etc. is given. So you can start typing. Use the language, font size, make it bold. Okay. In that way, you can change the font size 12, 14, 16, 18, whatever you want. Okay. And then you can make it bold. Bold means what? It will be highlighted. Yes. Whatever you are typing, that will be more and more darker. Yes. Bright. It will look bright. Options in the home tab to make the type material attractive. So in this way, you can make your name, whatever, if suppose you are typing your name and you want to make it attractive, you can do that way. Okay. To type equations in the text, select the equation option in the insert tab. So when you will click in the insert tab, nearby home, you will see home button. There is another button that is insert. Inside that, if you will check, there is an option called equation. Okay. There, if you will click, you will find equation. Select the proper equation and type it using mathematical symbols. So in Max, you might have studied in algebra. Yes, Max part 1. There are equations, no? Synthetic equation. Many equations are there. Or even in science, we are having chemical equations. Symbols we are using addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay. So that way you can make the equation and type it. Okay, then you can save it. Okay, whatever you are making, that you can create a document, write equation and save it. So in this way, you can save your files. Okay, so this is how Microsoft Word works. So what it is mainly used for, students, type in the chat box. What is the use of Microsoft Word? I want the answers from you all. Very good, Ria. To save the data, to write the documents, very good. To store information, correct, Ayushi? Yes, to type mathematical equations. Okay, what else? Students, you can write if any other thing you can type for what? Yes, to make the projects you are using. Yes, very good, Ashwin. Aryan, very good. For making the notes, very good. To creating new things. Okay, fine, Ria. To save the profile, very good, Rishi. Okay, so many users are there, Microsoft Word, and you all are aware of that. You have already learned this in computer. Yes or no? So in you have studied how to type, how to make it bold, okay, and then how to increase the size, font size, then how to use different colors, font colors, and make it, font styles are there. You can change the font styles. You can make it cursive, etc., etc., and then you can even save it. Okay. So now you can see in the screen what I did. The main heading, I made it red in color. Yes or no? And the remaining things I had typed as it is 1, 2, 3, etc. Like that way, by using what? By numbering it. Yes. So there are many options. If you'll go and check, you will find it. Okay. Then I have made the presentation and saved it. This is presentation, but in the Word also you can do in this manner. Okay. Anything which you want to save, like question and answer, you can type and keep it. Okay. Any one question you can type and make it bold, and answer you can type and reduce the size, make it type in different color and save it. Okay. So in that way you can practice this. I hope you all understood very well. Yes. What is the first step, student? Let me see how many of you remember. What is the first step of using Microsoft Word to create a document? What we have to first do? Open it. Okay, Purva. But how to open it? Click on the icon. Very good, Rishi. Which icon we have to use it? Microsoft Word. Very good, Soumya. We have to click on the Microsoft Word icon. Okay. How it looks like? MS Word. Okay. Yes, MS Word or Microsoft Word. Which alphabet it shows? How the icon looks like? Which English alphabet is written there? MS or else W. Okay, Aditi. Good. Okay. What is the second step? Now, after opening, after clicking the icon, what you can see on the desktop? Screen will come. Yes. New. Yes. You have to type. So you have to select the new button. Select the new option. Where is the new option, students? Yes, Rafat, you're right. It is in the file tab. Okay. And then what we will do after that? We will select which document? Blank document. Very good, Ayushi. Okay. Now next step, third step. Okay. After selecting blank document, what we have to start doing? We have to start typing. Very good, Sakshi. We will type. Okay. Then when you're typing, what all things you should take care of? First of all, yes, you can use material in blank page. Very good, Soumya. What else? You are using keyboard. Very good, Sakshi. Spellings we should check. Very good, Purva. Okay, font size. You have to make it bold. Very good, Vedant. Okay, what else? Language. Okay, which language? English, Hindi, Marathi, whatever you want, you can type. No, you can change the language also in that. Okay, use of language, font size, you have to make it bold, make the typed material more and more attractive. Yes, page layout, very good. You can use clip art in that. Okay, many things are there, you know. Yes, very good. Okay, now after that, what else we can do? The main thing we studied in this, that is point number 4. What we can do in science and maths, how it is useful? Yes, very good, Ria. We can type equation. Yes. How we can type equation? Where we have to select which button we will select here? Insert button. Very good, Aditi. Okay. In the insert button, we can select the equation option. Okay. Select the equation option, and then what we will do after selecting equation button, what we have to do? Mathematical symbols. Okay, mathematical symbols are what? Greater sign, smaller sign, plus, minus, multiplication, division, square root. Okay, many things are there. Okay, like union. Okay, square root, then intersection, greater than, smaller than, equal to, subset. Okay, in mathematics, you are studying no triangle, degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit. Okay, in science also you are studying all these things. Some of the things. Okay, so all these things like x upon y fraction, if you want to write, that also you can do. Integration, radical. Okay, then you can insert brackets, functions, you can do sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, all these things. Okay, that all things you are going to learn in mathematics. Some in 9th standard, some of the equations in 10th standard. There are many equations in mathematics, all that you can write using this. Okay, using this mathematical symbols. Okay, in the insert button, you can go to equation option and you can start typing it. So do it, practice it at home. I hope you might be having laptop or computers, or else in mobile also, in this Microsoft Word is available. Okay, you can practice it, how to use the mathematical symbols and making equations. Okay, students? Okay, fine. Okay, so I hope you all understood very well how to use Microsoft Word to create a document and write the equations. Okay, now moving to the next slide. Using Microsoft Excel to draw graphs based on the obtained numerical information. Now here what we have to do, first of all, we will click on the icon on desktop. Now what is the icon's name? Microsoft Excel. Okay, Microsoft Excel. Which symbol it is shown by, students? Anybody? Which symbol it is? Which alphabet it is shown by? Yes, very good, Aryan. X, capital letter X. That stands for Excel. Yes. So that you have to click on that icon. Okay. Select the new and then blank option from the file tab. Okay. In the file tab, when you will click, you will get the option new. Okay. New slide. Then in the new slide, we have to select the blank slide. Blank option is a blank one. Okay. Immediately you will get in the screen, you can see the sheet. Yes, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and many horizontal lines and vertical lines. Horizontal lines are called as rows. Okay. Vertical lines are called as what? Columns. The vertical lines are indicated by A, B, C, D, E, F, like that way alphabets are given. And horizontal lines are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that way. Okay. So when you will open the Excel, you will see it. Okay. Then what we will do? Third step is what? You have to type the information which is to be used to draw the graph on the sheet on the screen. Okay. So each page is called a sheet here. In Excel, what we will call it as sheet. Okay. So whatever information we want to draw the graph or any other information like numbers, we are making the result on this Excel sheet. We can add it, subtract it, divide, multiply, all the calculations we can do here. Yes. So, so in this way, we can type many informations. Okay. Even your attendance we can do. Okay. You can type the name of the students and the attendance, daily attendance. So in that way, we can save the information for future use. Okay. So that is the use of MS Excel. After fourth step, what we can do? After you are finished typing, select the information and click on the required graph in the insert tab. So whatever we are typed, okay, select the information and click on the required graph. Whatever graph you need, you can click on that. Like you might have heard about pie diagram, bar diagram. Yes, columns are there. Graphs, different types of graphs, line graph, column graph. Yes, pie graph, area wise, scatter graph. In geography also, you have studied about different maps and graphs. Yeah? In science also, we are using graphs in physics and all. Okay. Similarly, so we can make the graphs. Okay, using this. Okay, we can make the charts of this and share the information, save the information. Okay, then analyze the information using the graph. Okay, graph is used for what? Analyzing the information. Okay, so this is how we are using the Microsoft Excel to draw the graph based on the obtained numerical information. So for graph, what we need the numbers. We need the information in numerical form so that we can note it down in the graph. Now, what precautions we can take while entering the data? So as far as possible, the data should be kept in tabular form. So whatever the information, that should be in a tabular form, okay, in the form of a table. Okay, different types of data should be entered in different cells. So you can see each cells, yes, small boxes you can see, no? So in the Excel, so in each box or each cells, that is called cell. Okay, you can type in that cell. Data should be entered neatly and in one flow. Whatever you are typing, that should be typed neatly, okay, and in one flow you have to type it. Unnecessary space and special characters should not be used. That is a first precaution we can do while entering the data in Microsoft Excel. Next, second precaution, many times we drag and fill data. At such times, the smart tag can be used after drag data to fill any data in any manner as required. So when you will drag using the mouse and fill the data, like you are typing 1, 2, remaining you can type by, you don't need to type it in Excel. Okay, what you have to do, you have to just select that cell and drag it down. Automatically all the remaining cell numbers, okay, that will get filled automatically, and then you can use it. So that is called smart tag, okay, or you can smart tag, we can use it, okay, after the drag data to fill any data in any manner as required. Once the data has been entered, it can be formatted in different ways. Similarly, we can perform different types of calculations using different formulas. I told you, no, students, we can add, subtract, divide. So there are some formulas for that, like in which row or which column you're typing the numbers. If two columns are there or two rows are there, you can add both the rows numbers, okay, and you can use a formula and do it, okay. So in that way you can calculate, you can add the numbers, subtract the numbers, okay. So in that, and as well as you can format it. Similarly, like in Microsoft Word, we have done the formatting, like we have increased the font size, made it bold, we can use different colors, okay. In that way we can format the information even in Excel. And the fourth precaution, while using a formula, the equal sign should be typed first. Always the equal sign should be typed first. Okay. For example, you want to add two numbers, 2 plus 4. If you will directly type 2 plus 4, you will not get the answer. So how you will type? Equal to, in the bracket, 2. You have to not write 2. You have to write the alphabet in which vertical column that number is. Suppose it is in the box E. Okay, E plus F. Then you will get add. It gets automatically added. That is 2 plus 3 equal to 5. You will get the answer as 5. Okay. Similarly, no space should be inserted while typing any formula. So while typing any formula, you are not going to insert, or no space should be left. Okay. No space should be there while using any formula. So these are some of the precautions which we have to take while entering the data. Okay, I hope you all understood very well. Okay. So students, now I will be asking few questions related to this. You have to answer me. Okay. Which icon we can use in the desktop for Microsoft Excel? What is the name of that icon? Yes, Soumya. MS Excel X. Okay, it is designated by the alphabet X. Okay, after clicking on the icon, what comes in front of you? A blank slide will come. Yes. In that, what you will select? The first option which you are going to select? Yes, Aditi, blank slide. After that, what you had to select? Yes, Rajesh, in the desktop, correct. Blank, very good. Blank option you are going to select. After that, yes. First, you will select the new option and then the blank option. From which tab we will select all this? Where it is given, in which tab it is given, students? File. Very good. File tab. Okay, Ayushi, correct. So now what is the third process, third step here? What we had to do in the third step? Yes, type the information. Whatever you want to do, you can start typing the information. Now, what information you are going to type? Yes, to draw the graph. Okay, information related to draw the graph on the sheet, on the screen. Okay, so wherever you want, you can. Sheet 1 you can use, then sheet 2 also you can use. If that sheet is not enough, sheet 3 is there. Okay, in that way you can type the information and save it. Okay. Okay, after typing, after this process, select the information, yes, and click on the required graph in the insert tab. What we will do, we'll go to insert tab, okay, and click the required graph. Whatever graph you need, line graph, okay, dot graph or pie diagram, whatever we want. In the insert button, everything is given. Okay. Even there are some other things like clip art, picture, shapes. Okay, smart art is a columns, lines, pie, diagram, bar diagram. Okay, all these different charts are also given. So whatever you want. Okay, line graph, column graph. So many things are there, that all things you can try one by one. Whichever graph you need, you can do it. Okay, then analyze the information using the graph. Okay, so in this way we have completed Microsoft Excel. I have also explained you what precautions you have to take while entering the data. Okay, students, give some of the precautions we should take. What precaution we can take, students? Type in the chat box. I'll give you time. Write the answer in the chat box. I will check your answer. Okay, the information should be in tabular form. Very good. Okay, Ria, there should not be space while entering the equation, correct? Save the document. Okay. What else? Okay, no space should be inserted. Very good, Ayushi. In between the formula, no space should be inserted. What about other students? Yes. Okay, save the file. Okay, Shivam, what else? Whatever you know, what precautions you will take, you can type in the answer box. Drag and fill the data. Okay, Rafat. Okay, you before writing the formula, you should use equal sign. Very good, Aditi. We can, yes, you can format it in different ways. Very good, Ayushi. Okay, many are giving the same answer. Equal sign should be written first. Okay, good. Okay, so you have understood, I hope, very well, both Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. Yes, so and you have already used it many times. Okay, in the computer and all. Okay, information computer technology in this chapter, that only, but you have to practice it again and again so that you can do it well. Okay, now we are coming to the next topic, that is Microsoft PowerPoint to create a presentation. How we can use Microsoft PowerPoint to create a presentation. Now here also certain steps are there, students. Listen carefully. Click on the icon on the desktop. PowerPoint icon. There's a Microsoft PowerPoint icon. It is designated by the alphabet P, capital letter P. Okay. So that is, P stands for what? PowerPoint presentation. That is the first step. So as soon as you click on that, what you can see, You must have with you the material and pictures related to the topic on which you wish to make the presentation. Okay, so collect all the materials and pictures and keep it ready so that you can start inserting the pictures and materials and then make a beautiful presentation. That way you can do it. Okay, whatever topic, you can take any topic from your science textbook and start your presentation. Okay, now how to go do it? First of all, you will select the new option. Okay, where is the new option? Same process. Okay, like in Microsoft Word and Excel, you learned the file tab. You have to click on the file tab. In the file tab, you will get the new option. Then what is the next step? You have to select the blank slide. Okay, blank slide has to be selected. Now here there are different types of slide. Layout is different. So you can select the kind of slide you need according to your presentation. Sometimes blank slide is available. Sometimes click to add title, click to add subtitle. Like that way it will be given. Okay. Sometimes some different way, only diagram you can insert. That pictures you can insert. So in that way, different slides are there. So whichever slides you need, that you can select. Okay. So then fourth step is what? Type the information you need on the blank slide and insert the pictures. Okay, like in science, if you are having the picture of scientist and you want to write the information, so you can insert that picture of the scientist and the blank slide, you can type the information. Name of the scientist, what he invented, in which year he invented. Like that way you can type the information. Okay, and insert the picture also. Insert option is there. So from that you can select whatever pictures you want, you can select and insert it. Okay, then fifth point is use the design tab to design your slide. Now what is this design? Okay, design means what? You can color the background color. You can give background color or any designs if you want. You can give the design it to that slide. Yes, you can make it pink or blue or whatever color you want. That way you can give use the design tab. Okay, then sixth point is use the animation tab to animate the slide and make a slideshow. So animation tab is given on the top. Okay, so that you can select. When you will select that, you can animate it, animate the slide. So slide will automatically come start, will open and close. Okay, in that way, one by one, the slides will keep on moving. So it looks like a show, slideshow. Yes. So I hope you all know it and you had done it. Yes, in your previous computer class and all, you have done it, I hope. Yes. So most of you know it. Okay. So but then too, you have to remember these steps. Okay. So here in science, the questions can come. Which are the different steps used to create a presentation using Microsoft PowerPoint? So all the steps you should remember. Okay, so for that it is given. Okay, along with that you have to do it also and check. Okay, so once again we will go through it. Okay, I will be asking few questions. You have to give the answers for it. Okay, first of all, what we will do, students, click on the dash icon on the desktop. Which icon we have to use? What is the name of the icon? Yes, P, capital letter P, that stands for MS PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. Very good, Soumya, Riya, Shivam. Okay. Okay. Now second step, what we have to be ready with before starting a PowerPoint presentation. What all things should be ready with us? Yes, Vibhavari. Okay, Rajesh. Okay, fine. What else? Materials. Okay, whatever materials we need, that, and pictures we need. Yes, Aditi, pictures and informations. What we are making this presentation, how it should be, what should be the material, what pictures we need for that particular topic, that should be ready with you. Okay. Okay, in the third step, what we have to do, how to start it, write that process, how to start it. Yes. Yes, correct. File tab. in that new button, option new. Click on that and choose which slide? Blank slide. Very good. Very good, Rishi, Rajesh. Correct answer. Yes. That means select the new option under the file tab and choose the blank slide option. Okay. Now, what about the slides? Is it same type of slide? Okay, we can select the slide according to our need. Yes, we can use the slides according to our need. If you want to add only the title, you can select that slide. Layout is different. Okay, different types of slides are available. You can check it in the PowerPoint. Vertical slides are there, horizontal slides are there. Okay, sometimes only you can select a blank slide and design yourself. Whatever you want, you can go on inserting in that blank slide. Okay. Then after doing all this, what we will do? We will type the information. Okay. And insert the pictures. Very good, students. Okay. Okay. Which is the fifth step, students? Fifth. After that, doing all these things, what we can do? Yes, Soumya, we can collect information and format it. Yes, Sakshi, you are right. We can use the design tab to design your slide. What is the main use of design tab, students? Give the use of design tab in the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, Kavita, correct. To make the slide attractive, we can use it. To make it creative. Very good, Shamli. Okay. Design slides can be used to make the slides more attractive. Okay, fine, Ayushi. Okay. Okay. What is the sixth step here? After designing your slide. Okay. After making your slide beautiful, after doing all these things. Very good, Vibhavari. We have to animate the slide. Okay. Animate the slide using animation. What is the use of animation? Why we need to animate the slide, students? Yes, and make the slide show. Very good. To make the slide show. Okay, animation tab is used to animate the slide to make it attractive and creative and present for presentation. It looks very beautiful slideshow. Yes, in that way you can complete your presentation, PowerPoint presentation. So whatever your necessary topics you are selecting, that will be highlighted, that will be presented in a proper manner. So I hope you all understood how we are using Microsoft PowerPoint to create a presentation. Yes, very good, students. So most of you have replied very well. Okay. Now there are few questions for you. I want you all to answer in the chat box. Fill in the blanks to complete the statements and justify the statements. Question number 1. While working with a computer, we can read the information stored in its memory and perform other actions in dash memory. Kindly type the answers in the chat box quickly, students. Those who know the first answer, only first answer you are going to type, not all the answers. Read the question carefully, then you type the answers. I will be discussing answers with you, students. Okay, the answer is while working with a computer, we can read the information stored in its memory and perform other actions in dash memory. So you can write the answer as internal or primary memory. Okay. The reason is because for CPU, no, central processing unit, to process the program, instructions and data, these must be loaded into the computer's internal memory. Okay. In this way, you have to justify your statement. Justify the statement means what? You have to give the reason. Why you are saying that the answer is internal memory or primary memory? Because this in the CPU. Okay, you had to use the CPU. Why? To process the program instructions. Whatever instructions or data you are giving to the computer, that has to be processed. And then it should be loaded into the internal memory. Okay, so the what is the answer one? Answer one is internal or primary memory. Okay, what is the first answer, student? Internal or primary memory. Okay, now second, while presenting pictures and videos about the works of scientists, we can use dash. Yes, very good. Answers I am getting from many of you. All the answers are same. That is Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, what you can write the answer as? Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, now the reason is a presentation software. Okay, that is Microsoft PowerPoint allows images as well as videos to be placed on a slide. So on the slide, you can place the videos, you can place the informations, okay, images, etc. So that's why while presenting pictures and videos about the work of scientists, what we can do, we can use presentation software or Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay. Question number 3. To draw the graphs based on the quantitative information obtained in an experiment, one uses dash. Yes, very good, Ruchi, Janvi. Correct answer. One uses Microsoft Excel. Very good, Ashwin, Aditi. Or okay. So now why we are using Microsoft Excel? You have to give the justify your answer. What you will write, students, here? The reason what you will be writing? Because in Microsoft Excel, there is a facility for graphical representation of data as a graph or a chart. So you can show your data in the graphical manner. You can make the chart of it. I told you, bar graph, line graph, okay? Then pie diagram, all these things, different charts or graphs as we need. It is easy to understand also. So what we are using here, Microsoft Excel. Okay, so next question. The first generation computers used to shut down because of dash. Okay, Ayushi, correct answer. Very good, Aditi, right answer. Yes, Sakshi, you are correct. So what is the answer? Excessive heat. Why the first generation computer used to shut down, children? Because it produces excessive heat. Okay, excessive heat. Now what reason you can write here, students? So you can write because first generation computers were built by using valves, and valves used to consume lot of electricity. Okay, and they used to generate lot of heat. So heat, because of heat caused by frequent burnout of the valves, which stopped the computers from working. So computer used to stop in between. So whatever you are working, that gets disturbed. Now you get disturbed, and lot of heat was produced that time. So that's the reason first generation computer was not what you can say, what was not working properly according to our needs. Then came the second generation computer, in which valves, size of the valves are reduced. Okay, so in this way there are total, now we are using the fifth generation computer. Okay? So that is how it goes on. So in the beginning I explained you history of computer, and that I told you how different generations of computers, I explained you regarding that. Yes. Now the last question is, a computer will not work unless dash is supplied to it. Yes, Ruchi Yadav, you're right. Yes, Ayushi, you're right. Okay. Electric power or electricity. Okay. Unless electric power is supplied to it. Now, what reason you can say for this? How you can justify your answer? Because a computer is an electronic device. Yes, electronic device needs what? Electrical power, no? Otherwise it will not work. Yes, that's why a computer needs electricity. It is an electronic device that needs electrical power to work. So in this way, you can justify your answer. So sometimes the questions will come, fill in the blanks, complete the statement. After that, they will give the in the heading, justify the statement. So you should be able to give the reason for each and every question. Okay. So in this way, 5 questions, we have solved the 5 questions. Yes, along with the justification. I hope you all understood very well. You marked the answers and kept. Yes, sure. Okay. Now hardly 5 minutes left. Okay. Now there are few more questions in your from your book. Okay. These all are the answers which you have can solve it. Okay. We will be doing it in the next lecture or okay, because time is less. Okay. I also want to give some